This is not a dream. Not a dream. We are using the brain's electrical system as a receiver. We are unable to transmit through conscious neural interference. You are receiving this broadcast as a dream. We are transmitting from year one interference.
Right in the middle of your rhinoceros. Charles?
I said boa constrictor.
Boa constrictor.
Will be shown in its uncut version, and certain scenes may be quite shocking to some people. Again, we repeat, no one under 17 years of age will be admitted to Night of the Zombie.
There's so many pathways that lead to the heart. The records and letters, the wrong place to start. So the violent expression, I can tell the bands. Straight this fire, you awaken right into trance. When the field was so dark, in the heat of this night, you can tune the man if the frequency's right. Which one's a dull, yeah? The message is song, something to give, but they carry on. There is no virtue, it can't be this smart. Should have stayed out the way, the cure can't be far. The cure can't be far, should have stayed out the way. Starting the radio, that's enough for one day. It's what it's done, yeah. Records and letters. There's so many pathways that lead to the heart. There's so many pathways that lead to the heart. Though it's easy to hear the message of song. Something to give, but they carry on. But since it's about you, I can't be too smart. Should have stepped away. The cure can't be far. The cure can't be far. Should have stepped away. Smashing the radio, that's enough for one day.
not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian. Under 17 not admitted without parents or guardian.
What is this sweet child's name?
I'm powerless. And God, He's powerless too.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for my father, Timothy McDonald.
We've always imagined life in the remains. Some even hear them speak.
No, Daddy! No, Daddy!
You're causing all this trouble.
This is dreamy 70s melodrama music. I mean. Good evening, fans of fantastic films, and welcome to the show. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. And a very happy birthday to Mike Justice, who is our special guest host tonight.
Thank you. I'm the big 5-0. Yeah.
You're the last,
which is good.
You're the last on this screen to reach it. So.
Yeah. Well, I like it now. I'm like the baby. I'm back to being the baby of my respective decade. Now I'm like the youngest 50-something instead of the oldest 40-something.
I just tell people I'm in my 60s and they're like, you look really good. And
yeah.
I never thought of that. I should try that.
I always just round up. I've been telling people I was in my 50s for like the last 4 years. So
that's the way of doing it. I always try to go a little older and then like versus the way you should go. And then I say, oh yeah, I'm really this age. And then you forget how old you are after a while if you make it up enough.
Yeah. Well, the last couple of years have just been crawling by, and I had actually forgotten how old I was at some point because people go, "How old are you?" And I'm like, 47, 49.
COVID really messed everything up because sometimes I forget that year even happened.
Yeah,
that was the year I turned 50.
When 2020?
Yeah, April 2020. So, yeah, that was
right after that was like when the quarantine was only like a month old or something.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Becca has a picture of me from when the first time we went out in quarantine because we had run out of stuff, and I look like a scavenger from a Mad Max movie. I have like gloves on and like like all this stuff, and like, did I need to do it? Oh, Darren, look how nice Darren is.
Oh, thanks, Darren.
Darren said it so we wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
I asked AI, like I was like, what's wrong with calling a guy a hot piece of snatch? And they said it said as a compliment it just hits wrong. It's like not, I don't think so.
To each his own.
I've often thought that when I'm watching a movie now, I'll see a young Sean Connery and say, he's a hot piece of snatch. That's what Mike told me. So now I know. I would have not known that otherwise.
Sean Connery is my he's like my Edwig Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't care if he's like wearing a 3-piece suit or in a Speedo or whatever. I'm always just going to be like want a poster of it.
So he is the epitome for you then.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I don't know. Maybe it probably is something unhealthy. I probably shouldn't ask too many questions because he was kind of a violent, homophobic man. So
we all have our faults,
right?
He also did interviews where sometimes you have to slap your wife to have her settled down.
Yeah, he was like a wife beater and stuff. Although to be fair, I don't think he he married this French woman after that wife who said that he hit her, and apparently the French woman just ruled the roost. Like when he was put on a diet, like he'd be reaching for. Alec Baldwin told these funny stories about going to like the rap party for Hunt for Red October, and like Sean Connery reaches for an hors d'oeuvre, and his wife is like, "No, no canopy, no." She's like this little French woman. And he's just like, "Well, it's not going to be much of a party, is it?"
I like that in Hunt for Red October, he didn't even try to have a Russian accent. He was just like, "Fuck it."
I know, right?
Like Joe D'Alessandro.
Yeah.
Or like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Well, spoiler that he shows up at the end. He's the big secret at the end of Prince of Thieves. That movie is calculated for like 55 to 60-year-old women just to remind them that sex is around.
Was that the one with that horrible Bryan Adams theme song?
Oh, not just Bryan Adams. It's also got Rod Stewart in it too. And someone, my wife will know. She's obsessed with that song. She loves that song.
Produced by Mutt Lange.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it Everything I Do It for You?
Yeah.
The one.
That's right. Yeah. And then they recreated it. They did another Bryan Adams song on like the Three Musketeers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Did I get them mixed up? Maybe I'm thinking.
No, they both have Bryan Adams songs. And
I actually watched the 70s Three Musketeers this week, and the Four Musketeers, the one with Oliver Reed in it, and it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I liked it a lot.
He's in the Three Musketeers?
Yeah, it's the one from 72, and it's the reason why there's the Salkind rule, where they actually only made one movie, and they're like, let's just split it into two instead of doing a what do you call it, an intermission. And they didn't tell anybody in the movie that they were doing that. So then they had to go back and finally pay everybody back for making two movies, not just one.
Oh, yeah.
The only person not upset was Christopher Lee, because he was like, I made more money on this movie than any of these other movies I've been doing. I'm fine with whatever they want to do. Everybody else was enraged.
Sean Connery had an Irish accent in The Untouchables. I forgot about that. You know what else he had an Irish accent in was the... Why am I blanking on the name? That Disney movie? The Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
I saw that at the drive-in too. That was like a drive-in.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was like a Disney brings it back. They opened up the Disney vault and put that as a drive-in double feature. It was probably with Pete's Dragon or like the.
Oh my God, Pete's Dragon! What a downer!
Oh my God, the live-action Pete's Dragon crushed me. I was like, this is too much to watch.
It was live action, wasn't it?
There's like a remake of it that was actually not bad. It was like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but Pete's Dragon was like a Roger Rabbit kind of combination of animation, and stuff.
With Helen Reddy, I think, was in it.
Yeah, my parents took me to every time the Spotlight 88 would get a Disney double feature. It'd be like, well, that's what we're going to see, and I would yearn to see the other screens.
Did you get to see the Aristocats when it was re-released, or were you too old by that point?
No, I saw it. I saw the Aristocrats. I did not see the Aristocrats Down Under, the sequel.
Right.
Yeah, I like whenever Bob Newhart's an action star. That's really what that movie's all about. He's the voice of one of them. Is it? No, what's that? The Rescuers I'm thinking of. That's the one with Bob.
Okay. I was like, they did it, the Aristocats Down Under, too. They're always going down under.
The Rescuers, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what was the really sick thing about Pete's Dragon was there's that scene where everyone keeps telling him he's imagining this dragon, of course, because they're adults. And there's, look at it from their perspective and then watch the scene where he runs up the lighthouse stairs and he tells Helen Reddy that his imaginary dragon just found her long-lost boyfriend, who she thought died at sea. He's like, good news, Elliot found Paul. And she goes, and there's this thunder crash. So it's, of course, storming and everything. I'm like, that's a horrifying scene. Could you imagine some little kid running up to you and telling you something like that? It's creepy.
That's where Pete's Dragon and the Baba movie, what's the one from his last one, Crossover, like where he goes to tell her a story and then he gets real big all of a sudden.
Oh, he turns into the drug addict husband.
from
Shock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Beyond the Door too. Sorry, guys.
Don't confuse us like that.
Yeah.
When
David said Snoopy come home is probably why so many Gen X kids are on antidepressants. I think all the Peanuts movies are depressing.
which one is Snoopy come home? I guess he runs away or something.
Yeah, he goes visits his brother Spike, the one that lives in the desert.
Oh, right. What's the one where there's like a fire? Is it that they go to like France or something? Like they go to France and Scooby, or I'm sorry, Snoopy is like driving the car. He's like driving them around, and at one point there's like a fire, and there's a French lady, and she's like, "Help! Fire! Fire!" And like the Peanuts have to try to put it out or something.
Oh,
I don't remember that.
There's another one that they made that only aired like twice, where a new kid comes to school with leukemia, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that. Like, why would you foist this on me? Like, it's not even a holiday. It's like, hey kids, there's a new Peanuts. This is not a holiday. You should watch this one. It's got a good message. And I'm like, no.
Do you remember the one where it's just all about Spike and it's out in the desert and like Charles Schultz's like granddaughter is the star and she's a terrible actor?
Super 7 just put out the litter that Snoopy came with, and I don't know if this is canon or not, but there's like 6 different brothers and sisters of Snoopy beyond Spike, and I was like, I don't know if that's real from the comic strip or in the movies, but like, I mean, I could see it happening. So obviously, Snoopy has more than one brother.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, technically, he should have been part of a big litter.
Yeah. You're the run of the litter, Snoopy. Do you think his brothers are like, you should just eat that bird? And he's like, that's my best friend. You motherfucker. Yeah.
You know what? I was just thinking the other day about, I kind of wanted to like, maybe I was thinking every winter I plan, like I'm going to like binge stuff or whatever. And I was like, you know what I need to do is I want to go back and watch all the Peanuts specials that have been lost to time. Like it's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown. Like that was a really weird one. Like they were playing baseball. Yeah. These vines kept doing like Evil Dead vines, kept grabbing them and knocking them down.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I'm looking these up because I want to see if there's any Charlie Brown specials that the what do you call it? The Matrix is taken away from me.
Yes. There was a satanic side to Snoopy.
How many Snoopy specials, animated specials, do you think there have been? Because I did not think it was this high.
28?
52.
What?
Yeah. A Charlie Brown Christmas, Charlie Brown's All-Stars. It's the Great Pumpkin. We know that one.
So if you watch one a week, it would take a year?
It would take a year. You start doing this. How about He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown?
I remember that one.
There's No Time for Love, Charlie Brown. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. That one's lost. Yeah, it's Arbor Day.
I remember it's the Easter Beagle.
Yeah. She's a good
Flash Beagle, remember that?
She's a good skate, Charlie Brown. That one's a spinoff based around Peppermint Patty and Marcy. They're the only two.
I love their relationship
together.
Yeah. Becca got upset with me. I'm like, they scissored all the time. And she was like, why do you have to say stuff like this? And I'm like, one would assume that they did. They are a couple. I think canonically they are a couple.
Well, they're also with their children though.
Yeah. Well,
they're like, they're like little young boomers or Gen X children, but that's why their parents are never around.
Yeah. What have we learned, Charlie Brown? That one's from 83. Snoopy's getting married. I didn't know about that one. Why Charlie Brown? Why?
What?
This one's called Why Charlie Brown? Why? This one is Snoopy's Reunion. It's one of the few Peanut specials that actually show the adults. I don't want that.
Oh,
no. That's the one his siblings come from. Spike, Belle, Olaf, Molly, Rover, Andy, and Marbles.
Can I just ask one thing? We're not getting the whole 52 film list, are we?
No, I'm not. Okay. I wouldn't do that to you.
I would like to move on quickly from this topic. So,
I know. I'm just telling you. I just can't believe that there were 52 of these. Like, right? It seems they're still making them. There's a new Apple Plus one called "You're a Special Girl, Marcy." It just came out in 2023.
So if they're ranked, what's the worst one? The worst one is probably the one with Spike and Charles Schultz's granddaughter or whatever. And then the best one's got to be the Christmas one or the Halloween one.
What if there was one where Snoopy ended up going to a tent revival and watched a girl jump off a high dive? with her stepbrother.
Dream no evil, Charlie
Dream
Brown.
no evil, Charlie Brown.
Hey, I have a couple of things.
I haven't seen it.
I know this is crazy. That was the first thing I was going to say, is that you didn't get to pick either of these movies tonight, even though it's your birthday show, because we already had it slated already. So I'm sorry.
You just shoehorned me. You actually just shoehorned me in because I said, "Oh, that's the day after my birthday," and you were like,
"Well,
you like Dream No Evil."
So there was that, but also, each one of our double features always has some sort of connecting factor, and it's usually accidental because we don't talk about it beforehand when we choose them. So, and last weekend, I think we said that these two movies did not have any connecting tissue. Well, I thought of something that we totally forgot to bring up on the program. Is the first movie was Horror Rises from the Tomb, which is sort of like this mishmash Paul Naschy film that has a little bit of Night of the Living Dead, a little bit of like voodoo zombie action. There's a little bit of action because there's like a fight scene in it, and people are like, it's like a home invasion drama. It's all these different genres sort of like jumbled together. And if you put it on, it's almost like you're flipping channels on a TV late at night, like in the 70s or the 80s, and there's a bunch of, you're just looking at all these different movies and you flip back and forth, and then eventually you like get to the one where there's a headless guy. It's just like a talking head. That was Horror Rises from the Tomb. And the second movie was the same thing, Monster, because there were different scenes. There was like a weird science fiction film about mutations and pollution. There was a Mexican looking film. It was Colombia. It was shot in Colombia, but it just reminded me of a Mexican film, the way that there was like a piece of dynamite, and there was this guy following it going, ee! It was stuff like that. So that was its own movie. And so that was the thing that connected both of last show's features. Horror Rises from the Tomb and Monster.
Monster was a lot better than I thought it would be. When I was watching it, I was like, you guys were talking about how strange it was that when did it come out again? 1980? It was finally released. Yes. And you were saying how strange and sort of antiquated it must have seemed when it came out in 1980, and like when like Friday the 13th and like New Year's Evil and stuff like that was coming out, and then like they would release this. But it kind of, I was thinking about it, that it actually made a little bit of sense, because I was like, well, people were going to see Bog in theaters, and I was like, it was kind of Bog like.
Slithis wasn't that long ago. 78. Crater Lake Monster. It sort of fit into its little niche.
Have you ever seen the Milpitas Monster?
Yeah. Sam loves that one.
Isn't that They Saved Hitler's Brain? Isn't that the same movie?
No.
No, it's older. Yeah, like They Saved Hitler's Brain, I think. Isn't that like a lot older than Milpitas Monster, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of Flesh Feast.
Mike. There we go. He's back.
Am I okay? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, on my end you paused out for a second, so I was worried.
I could just.
Yeah, exactly. I do that in team meetings all the time now. On Zoom, I'm gonna go.
You know what I wish that they had on there is I could do a fake background.
Yeah. I love putting backgrounds on my Teams calls that just don't make sense. Like sometimes it's just I'm inside someone's mouth. There's like and stuff.
I do stills from Office movies. Like I have like 9 to 5 and Working Girl and stuff that I put in the background.
The 9 to 5 Office would be a great background. You could see Maria Delgado in the background, and the dude rolls up in a wheelchair, and he's like, "Yeah, here I am for work." That dude.
Oh, yeah, I would do the one before they fix it up though, the original Office.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the ugly one.
Yeah, because it matches my job more.
Margaret Foster in the background.
Right.
There's another thing I had to say too about the last program. I very mistakenly I made it sound like Bestoink Dooley was only on the air for a couple of weeks, which he was a very long running horror host out of Atlanta, Georgia. And what I meant is his main run was in the 50s and 60s. and he was on for obviously many years. I think 12 years altogether. His original body of work, and then he was off the air for a while, and he got a new show in 1975. They brought him back, and that's the show that only lasted maybe like 10 episodes or something. That's all I could find anyway. So I did not mean to make it sound like Bestoink Dooley was not a super big deal, because he is.
Did you get a letter from an angry
I
Bestoink
did.
Dooley? You did?
Yeah.
Sorry. Is it from
Do you actually ever get? Do you ever get like letters? Like, you remember when that guy called the show Non-Tent?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever get like comments, or do people ever like come back to your old videos and leave like shitty YouTube comments on them and stuff?
No, usually people are pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I do all the time.
I didn't mind the guy that said we were boring Non-Tent either. The ones that I hate are like the sex porn spam. I don't want to see those comments.
I don't like the comments that post stuff that you've already said. Do you know what I mean? Like, they haven't even read what you've written, and it's just like, hey, you know that's a Paul Naschy movie, and you're like, yeah, I know that's in the article. Don't worry, it's in there. I get, if you ever want to get shit on in the comments, make a video about the Bee Gees Sgt. Pepper, because I get at least 2 or 3 angry comments a week about that video.
Why? Because you said it wasn't a bad movie?
I said it was a bad movie, actually.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
people were upset, and they're like, it's the best movie ever made. And
Okay.
then
Wow.
and I'm like, is it? So yeah. And then, or I'll be like, they'll be like, this was originally a Beatles record. No, I didn't. I didn't know that. Wow, that makes a lot more sense now.
Who are the Beatles?
Yeah, exactly.
I always get really like, remember when I did my favorite top 10 favorite flop 80s comedies, and I listed like Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and man, I got so much flack because I didn't mean flop as like a character judgment of the movie or anything, but it only grossed like $6 million. Like, it just didn't come out very much. And they're like, it is not a flop. Like, Cassandra Peterson is a genius. And I'm like, I know, that's why it's on my list of favorite movies, but technically it was not a moneymaker. And they're just like, no, it was the biggest hit. And I'm like, okay,
people don't
fine.
want to hear that.
Yeah. And it's like, I didn't say that it was a moral failing. It just didn't make as much money as they wanted,
Bill just likes going to war with people where it's like, anytime he posts up there from 1977, they're like, no Star Wars ads? And he's like, no, I purposely edited them out in Photoshop.
It's amazing the comments that people, someone always has to bring it back around to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which I don't care. Again, I don't care. It's ridiculous, but it's a fair comment. I mean, that's your opinion. That's what you're thinking of is Star Wars. So
well, it's like it's the only movie that came out in 1977. Nothing else
mattered.
Nothing else matters. Yeah.
Like in 1 month, everyone always says that about, like right before Star Wars came out, there's always a comment where people say like, oh, then a month later, none of those other movies mattered.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. There was good
of course
stuff.
They did. Yeah.
Annie fucking Hall came out in 1977.
I don't have any Annie Hall action figures, Bill. All right.
Right.
If I could, I got it came with the Messiah of Evil backdrop so that you can place your Annie Hall characters as they walk past the marquee to let you know how bad the movies are.
Yeah, how soulless and awful LA is because they're showing Lisa or House of Exorcism and what's the other one? Oh, Messiah of Evil. Yeah.
Yeah. I want toys of this. Like, I want a Kramer versus Kramer set of just like, it's all 3 of them. It's the 2 parents and it's the kid. And you can like pull, they have like little magnets that pull them back and forth. Why don't we have these?
Will there be a figure for the boob girlfriend that he runs into in the hall?
100%.
She get her own action figure.
She gets her own action figure. Yeah.
Jo Beth Williams, was that her?
She's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You can only get her at it's like, make it harder for me to find it. Yeah. There's figures of everything, but we don't have any Dustin Hoffman figures. And,
Well, you could probably find one. Like maybe they made one for Sphere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I remember when what the hell, Virus came out and Jamie Lee Curtis was on MTV and she's like, I have my own action figure. And now whenever she talks about the movie, she just talks about like how miserable it is and how awful it is. And I'm like, you seemed like you liked it when it came out.
Yeah. Secret comic book movie. It was a Dark Horse comic before Virus.
I barely remember that movie. There was a monster. It was a monster movie, right? It was like
it wasn't
Star 6 or something.
It wasn't the monster movie, but it was a monster movie.
Oh, Prophecy.
I did buy a Dennis Hopper figure because there's two different Dennis Hopper figures. There's one from Super Mario Brothers and one from Waterworld. And I was like, I need to make a Blue Velvet figure at some point, and I've never done it. But I need to like use that head to sculpt into it. Though, my wife, I think I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again. It's like my wife never played Mario Brothers. And when the movie came out, like that's her Mario Brothers. So whenever like she played the game, she's like, "Where's Dennis Hopper?" Every other kid hated it because Bowser does not look like Dennis Hopper. And
Luigi is also not a little Mexican boy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't know. And Mario is not a British guy. He is an Italian plumber.
Do you remember? You guys are probably too old for this, but the Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano and
I almost sent a sample of it to Bill for the commercials this week because there's a PSA where Captain Lou says, "If you do drugs, you're going to go to hell after you die. Kids don't do drugs."
Wow.
It's like, oh my God, like he really took it there. Like nobody shut the camera off because Captain Lou had a tendency, like me, to just go and like, nobody cut Captain Lou off.
Hell. Mm-hmm. That's really scaring them straight.
Yeah, Captain Lou was like, that's it. You're going.
Yep.
Elvira was on that show too, Mike. She did a guest appearance on it with Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I watched everything.
It's so silly. I remember coming home from school and watching that and watching DuckTales.
Oh, well, yeah. Of course.
And I was like, and it's funny too, because I whenever I talk to other people who have those same memories, they're always like 5 years younger than me or 6 years younger than me. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I was like a sophomore in high school and come running home to watch DuckTales. Like, I think I was a late bloomer.
You're like, oh my God, Gyro Gearloose is in this episode.
Well, it was weird because I was getting like bootlegs. I was ordering like bootlegs of like uncut Argento movies, like dubbed off of Japanese Laserdisc, like ordering them from the back pages of Fangoria. So I was watching like Deep Red, and then I'd watch like Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
It's a good mix. You gotta like change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I was strangely sophisticated in some areas, and then like really childish in others.
You were searching for your film identity at that point.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, someone corrected me on the Captain Lou. They know exactly what he says. He says, "You go to hell before you die." That's right. Oh, thank you.
That makes more sense, actually.
It does. But Captain Lou is something else. I love that he got that role to be Mario, even though there was like he probably hated Bob Hoskins. He was like, that fucking limey. He got in that movie. Like, I've been doing Mario for a long time. Why can't I be in the movie?
Bob Hoskins.
You like Bob Hoskins, right?
I love Bob Hoskins.
He's your type.
He kind of is, yeah. And he did Full Frontal, so I'm there for it.
In Mario Brothers?
No, not in Mario.
No, in Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, right.
Him and Roger were frat buddies in that movie.
It was hot. You didn't see it?
Please, Eddie.
It's not gay if you only do this.
Yeah, with a cartoon, it's not gay. They don't have I don't think they have a sexuality. I love this poster, by the way, or this artwork. It's like, it really sets you up for something I don't know the movie delivers on, but I love this art.
Well,
it makes it kind of look like Blood Mania or Point of Terror or something.
That is a very good reference point for this movie. This is another movie where nothing happens. So
it's
like
ready
for nothing.
It's like a relationship kind of like psychological drama, but like sold as a horror movie. Like, I don't know. I
like Blood Mania.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Point of Terror is even less horrific than Blood Mania. Like Blood Mania has some scenes that are supposed to be scary, and then Point of Terror is just a drama about a guy trying to be a singer.
It had fewer horror stylings too. Like, it wasn't photographed like a horror film, like and Blood Mania was.
Yeah, Blood Mania had those weird like fisheye scenes and those like the what do you call it, the diaphanous nightgown or
Yeah.
yeah.
We were talking about Girls Night Out on the podcast, and it's like the first hour of Girls Night Out is a hangout movie, and it's like Midnight Madness with like a scavenger hunt, and then like
I know,
and an hour in, it's like, oh, this is a slasher. We better get to that.
When I was a kid, I remember being just as like I loved the horror elements of it, but I loved just when they're running around town and it's like yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy, and I was like, oh, this is fun. Like I want to do a scavenger hunt.
Also, it's like, when is it set? Is it the 50s?
I love that part of your podcast where you guys were like, when is this movie supposed to be taking place? Because there's so many oldies on this soundtrack.
It's because they were cheap, right? They could license them for like no money. Yeah.
Only the Bjorn Borg poster Adam said told him that it was in the 80s because someone has a poster of him for some, which feels like an Italian trick to have a poster of a modern athlete and they're like, oh, we're in America.
Right. Yeah. Here's a picture of Tom Cruise from Top Gun, so we know.
Also, Hal Holbrook did all his scenes to a wall. It's just him by himself.
Yeah.
Even his son stuck around and he's like, okay, bye. I got to get back on the road and be Mark Twain.
It was like Christopher Lee in Meat Cleaver Massacre.
Yeah. He didn't even know he was in that movie. He just was there.
Or he said the same thing about Eugenie and the story of her journey into perversion. Yeah. I guess when they told them the title of the movie, they left out the part where it was her journey into perversion. So
he claimed in an interview I saw, he's like, they had strategically arranged naked women with drapery and blankets on them, and when I turned my back, they I'm like, you were in the fucking SS and hunted Hitler. Like, you tell me that Jess Franco got one over on you like that? Like, really, Christopher Lee? Like, you knew there were naked women there. You couldn't tell at all.
Nobody people just because nobody thought anybody would ever see these movies. Like Jennifer Holmes did an interview like when Newhart came out, and she's like, I'll never do nudity in movies. I will never appear naked in a movie ever. And it's like the demon's playing down the street. It's called Midnight Caller, and you're naked for like the last 20 minutes.
Oh, well, they were like, I hate this celebrity skin magazine because there was no internet. There was just that magazine.
Yeah.
And it'd just be like, it was like
celebritynudes.com.
Oh, and Mr. Skin finally came around where it was like, we're going to put the exact time codes of where people are at nude in movies so you can find them.
That was fun. I remember like before the internet, like going to the bookstore and like, because I didn't buy the book, but I'd always just go check it. I'm like, okay, I got to make a mental note to look up so and so and so and so when I get to the bookstore.
Yeah. It was a pre-internet time. We needed stuff to be written down for us so that we could come out and find exactly when it's out.
I remember I'd go through like the video guide, and like if it said like rated R for graphic sex scenes, I'm like, okay, put a little dog ear this page. I got to rent this.
I would do the same thing with the TV guide when it had like the strong sexual situations. That's 3. I was like, oh, this is
anything with thriller in the TV guide got highlighted. Yeah. That's what I watched that week.
Yeah. Oh. This is, Bill, you said that we don't always figure out what movies are connected. Both of the movies this week are Nightmare USA movies. They're both in the book.
There's a connection.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of Dream No Evil before.
Oh, there's a whole chapter in the book about Dream No Evil because it is super autobiographical. This actually happened to the sister of the director and writer.
Well, not all of it.
Not all of it, but this is his. Also, this is the only movie that I can think of that the same director made this version of the movie and then made an adult version that are the same story and movie. And
that's the really strange thing about this is that there's a porn version of this movie that came out a couple years after this one.
Yeah, Baby Rosemary.
In fact, it was contemporary with this one.
Yeah.
This one was made earlier, but by the time this one ever saw theatrical release, Baby Rosemary was also in theaters.
So Baby Rosemary's like a remake of this movie?
Sort of.
Okay. Baby
it's the
Rosemary is
same.
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you know what you're in for.
Yeah.
It's like Baby Rosemary without the sex. And
Well, that's good though, because I watched Baby Rosemary, and like the sex in Baby Rosemary is unerotic, and the people aren't hot, and so I was just like, oh, geez, like, can we just if we cut this out, it might be an interesting movie.
When I was flying back from Chicago, Bill sent me a text about it, and I opened up my phone because we had just landed, and the first picture was just somebody's asshole. Bill said, the sex in this movie is so gross, and poor Becca, is sitting on a plane next to me and looks. She's like, what is that message about? I'm like, Bill just watched the porn remake of Dream No Evil. We've been talking about. She's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just tell people that you landed.
Let's just say that grooming in the 70s was not the same.
No.
And whatever. I'm not shaming or anything. I was just shocked. I was really shocked when I saw it. And I was like, wow, I did not expect this.
Though that scene that you did post the clip from I think it was last show, where she's outside and she hears her father's voice. It's really terrifying, and it feels like it fits this movie.
That's scarier than anything in this movie. It should have been in this movie instead.
Yeah.
That is very creepy. And it's also inventive. The way that he just keeps photographing the strange pursuer's shoes under the vines. And you're like, he couldn't be standing behind the vines. So
it is scary. It kind of reminds me of the scene in Four Flies on Grey Velvet where the maid gets locked in the park.
Yes.
And it's like the wind is blowing, and there's like all these these tree branches are casting these menacing shadows, and you can hear the clack of her shoes as she's running through. Like, that's what I thought of when I saw that Baby Rosemary scene.
Did she see that swinging necklace?
Oh, right.
I don't remember if she gets it.
No, it was Mimsy Farmer's cousin who sees the swinging necklace.
Okay.
Because she comes to stay with them, and she bangs Michael Brandon, and then she gets killed, and then her Delia, and then he photographs her eyes, and it has the four flies.
The swinging necklace.
I believe all that stuff. Like, I remember when I was a kid, and for years I was convinced that in Horror Express that you could like look at an old, like a prehistoric monster's eyeball and see dinosaurs. And I was like, oh, they really do have dinosaurs because they filmed them for that movie and showed the pterodactyls or whatever. Like, I totally believed it.
They were like textbook drawings of dinosaurs too. They were not even photographs. You would think, oh, this monster looked at a book about dinosaurs right before it.
That was one of my favorite horror movies as a kid, because they had it, the local channel just had it on, they'd show it once a year, and it was always at the same time because they just programmed these blocks. And so that was always something that came on. Asylum, Kingdom of the Spiders. These played like once a year.
I was just thinking Kingdom of the Spiders is another great painting movie where suddenly like you want to see the spiders at the end, and you're like, finally going to see them. Like, no, it's a painting.
Yeah, I remember I had this friend who, for whatever reason, whenever you would ask her what movies were about, she'd always just describe the last scene. Oh. And I was like, ooh, what's Kingdom of the Spiders about? And she's like, oh, it's about the spiders build webs all over everybody's houses, and then when they walk out, they get caught in the webs. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And then I watched the movie, and I'm like, that never happens except for like the last scene. Yeah.
It's a stunning indictment of the radio industry that doesn't have live DJs anymore and just like plays tapes, because they all think that everybody's still alive because there's a DJ on the air. Nope, it's pre-recorded. That's my deep cut version of that. And
yeah.
This is directed by John Hayes, who, of course, also did Grave of the Vampire, Garden of the Dead. Let's not mention End of the World.
Those were PG rated too, right?
Yeah.
Grave of the Vampire was.
Yeah. Were. Somehow Grave of the Vampire, they had to cut it. There was a really gruesome scene in Grave. It is gruesome, but
doesn't it begin with like a rape scene where she gets pregnant with and it's kind of gruesome for like a PG rated movie.
That's a hard PG, but that was the 70s.
It's because R-rated movies were like Sam Peckinpah and Taxi Driver, and it's like, well, if there's no head blowing up or getting chopped off, it's going to be a PG,
His first full-length movie that he directed was 5 Minutes to Love with Rue McClanahan as Poochie, a woman who lives in a junkyard, and he was lifelong friends with Rue McClanahan after that. Also, his first ever movie was nominated for an Oscar, a short called The Kiss, and then somehow he got into making movies like this. He also directed some Tales from the Dark Sides, too.
Did he also direct that movie with Rue McClanahan where she moves to Hollywood? It's called like Hollywood After Dark.
It's the same movie, yeah. 5 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
It is. Okay.
The Hollywood After Dark title came once Kroger Bab picked it up.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, Kroger Bab. I love a show where we can talk about Kroger Bab.
Oh, I agree.
You might see something like that later.
Oh, I love it.
Third segment material.
Ooh.
So, yeah, this was in Wichita Falls in 1976, which that would mean that Baby Rosemary made it into theaters first.
Wow.
Even though this was technically, it was shot in 1970, I believe.
Yeah. It's
listed as a 1970 film. Believe me, I searched really hard. I could not find anybody screening this in 1970. 76 was the earliest I could find anything, and it was these two in Wichita Falls. And then it was a B feature to Piranha.
Wow.
Not the Joe Dante Piranha.
Piranha.
Yes.
Oh,
which means
what's Piranha? Or I mean, what is that?
It's sort of a Most Dangerous Game riff starring William Smith as this hunter who goes after these people in the Amazon and hunts them down. And there actually is a scene where a character is gnawed on by piranha. But other than that, it doesn't have anything to do with Piranha, per se.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie.
An exclamation mark.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's not just called Piranha. It's called Piranha!
Yeah, and on TV it was Piranha! They doubled the title eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, to differentiate it from Joe Dante's Piranha?
That might be the reason.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I feel like I saw the double title before Joe Dante's Piranha, so I don't really know. It looks
sometimes I'm just kind of really curious about TV retitling. Like, why did they decide to call Black Christmas Stranger in the House?
Oh.
You know, I guess because they wanted to show it in like non-Christmas time, maybe, or something.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah.
And some people thought that the title Black Christmas made it sound like a blaxploitation film.
Right.
And I think that's why they released it in the States as Silent Night, Evil Night when it first came out.
I always think it's funny when they change the title, but then they just tell you, like, it'll say Silent Night, Evil Night, and then underneath it'll be like Black Christmas. And I'm like, well, make up your mind.
Yeah.
They'll put it in parentheses, like originally called like Kill and Go Hide, you know, or originally called The Child or whatever. And I'm like, well, if you're going to tell people that, why'd you rename it?
I just realized what Smarty Pants is, Bill.
Okay.
It is both it and The Young Seducers are Erwin Dietrich schoolgirl films.
Okay.
Smarty Pants is Schoolgirl Report 10, in case you're keeping track. And I am. The Young Seducers is actually, that's the title of that one, though. That's an Erwin Dietrich one, though. Blutjungverhervinnen is the title of that. Yeah. The review says lots of sex and nudity, but not interesting at all.
Yeah, anytime you see a very strangely titled sexploitation film, like, it's always one of those schoolgirl report films.
He made so many of them too. Like, though Young Seducers does show up in Massage Parlor Murders. It's one of the movies on the marquee whenever they're doing the walk through 42nd Street. Bill, I don't know if you haven't been to the Vinegar Syndrome store yet. There's a giant Massage Parlor Murders poster in the window.
Oh, beautiful.
And I walked up with my mother-in-law and she goes, "You're not getting that movie, are you?" I'm like, "I already have it."
So this was 77 by the time this was the screening in Wichita Falls was the only one in 76, and then everything else was 77, and there's only a couple of them. Look at this one. Cry for Me, Billy.
Oh, wow. To touch her meant death.
There's Joe Don
Cry
Baker.
for Me, Billy?
Cry for Me, Billy is sort of like a Billy Jack type film about a relationship between a white man and a Native American girl.
Oh, and introducing Xochitl. I guess, did she ever go on to do other stuff?
I don't know.
It's from 72, which is crazy. Like, you would think Wow. Yeah. It's Maria Potts is Sochu's real name. She's also in Centennial, where she played Blue Leaf. That's the only other movie she was in. She's was married to Cliff Potts, who's also in this the same movie.
Oh, gotcha.
From Silent Running, he was in. Yeah.
Silver Streak too.
Whoa. Silver
Who's
Streak
still?
feels,
Oh, Jill Clayburgh.
doesn't Silver Streak feel a little fancy to be playing with these movies?
Now that you mention it, it's definitely the most high profile film here.
Yeah.
Was it old by this point? Was it like a few months old or something?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I think it was a 76 film, and this is 77, so it was already.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. Held over last big week.
Do you like that the walking tall man is back and framed?
I love that the walking tall man is back in framed.
Joe Don Baker is, I would assume, a Bill guy.
Oh, I don't really know.
You don't think Joe Don Baker is a Bill guy?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting, though, because there was no big ad campaign for Dream No Evil. What you see is what you get, basically. But here we have a little tagline. I don't know if you can see it. Don't go near the barn.
Ooh. Could this have been a Don't movie that didn't get a Don't?
Yeah. I mean, that would be a great title for this.
Yeah.
Don't go near the barn.
Yes. Because it's very SF Brownrigg, this movie, which is another reason why I love it. It seem a lot like Don't Go in the Basement at times, even though it's not as sensational as Don't Look in the Basement. So don't expect that. But there is a certain thematic quality to it about how, I don't want to spoil too much, but the movie spoils it for you at the very beginning. This is one of those movies that was wrecked by a voiceover. Kind of like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
This was ruined by a voiceover that I'm sure either the distributor or a producer or somebody insisted on this being in there, and it just sort of just deflates the whole thing, in my opinion. But it's got a very Don't Look in the Basement quality to it, with someone who isn't who they appear to be, and things are happening, but are they really? So it's a really, I love this movie. I think it's really interesting, especially because it's so obscure.
I had not seen it till it was released on the that one Arrow set.
Mm-hmm.
That's on there with Dark August, and I can't remember the other one.
The Child.
And The Child, yeah. What a great set, huh? I mean, those are 3 solid Bill movies. It's like a Bill set right there.
That's why you loaned it to me and I never gave it back to you.
You can keep it.
No, I gave it back to you now. This is a good set here. Redeemer with Dream No Evil.
Yeah.
And Mr. Mean.
1-on-1. David Jansen wants to play that game tonight. With Senta Burger.
Swiss Conspiracy.
Ooh. I think it's too easy to think Sybil Danning's in Swiss Conspiracy, but I think she's in it.
Is Swiss Conspiracy the canon movie that was nominated for an Oscar?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with David Christopher. Oh, man.
And Klaus.
Yeah.
Right?
See. I don't know. Let me see who's in it. Swiss Conspiracy actually came up with David Jansen, Santa Berger, L.K. Summer, and John Ireland. And Ray Milland and John Saxon. Jesus Christ, this cast.
Who directed that?
Jack Arnold.
Wow.
From of Tarantula fame?
Of Tarantula and Incredible Shrinking Man fame.
Oh, wow.
His last movie after Boss N-Word, which I can't say on the show.
Boss N-Word.
Yeah. I can't believe that a movie could still come out with the title, with the Boss or the Black Bounty Killer. I can call it that.
Even that.
I'm like, how did you ask for a ticket?
Very quietly. You were like, I would like that movie with Fred Williamson, and they're like, what are you going to call it? And I'm like,
yeah. Well, although that was back when theaters would just show just one movie, so you wouldn't have to tell them what you were watching. You just tell them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made you say it before you went in, though.
Right.
They wouldn't let you in until you did.
Did you guys show Satan's Cheerleaders on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember there's that ending scene where they're all playing on the beach and it's clearly shot in like December or something. It looks really cold.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun. And Blue Sunshine, I don't think we've done that one on the show yet.
That's what's his name who made Squirm, right?
Jeff Lieberman.
Jeff Lieberman, yeah.
Do you mean the guy that made King Frat?
No, that's Ken Wiederhorn.
Oh, Ken Wiederhorn. I get him screwed up all the time. Fuck. Oh,
you always know a Ken Wiederhorn movie because he'll always have one of the characters watching Shockwaves.
Oh, yeah.
Like in Meatballs 2, they're watching Shockwaves. In Eye of a Stranger, they're watching Shockwaves. Like he always puts in scenes of people watching Shockwaves.
I mean, I agree. I think they should be watching Shockwaves.
You just can't go wrong. Oh, here's a close-up of Beautiful Double.
I like how the skeleton is still conscious enough to be like screaming. Like,
yes.
I like
get off of me.
He still has a tongue. Like,
it's like Candy Clark's skeleton in Amityville 3D when it gets out of the car.
Oh, filmed in the wild jungles of Venezuela. Oh, man.
Where it really happened.
Yeah, where life is cheap.
Oh, that's another thing about Monster that I don't think we mentioned was that it was supposedly set in Colombia, and they did film a couple of scenes there perfunctory, but most of it was shot in New Mexico.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and the Colombians were just speaking English with accents.
Right.
Like they're like, hey, let's fish here. This looks like a good place to fish. And I'm like, yeah, because Colombians would talk like that to each other.
Oh, Monster, we do love you, even though you're sort of clunky.
Oh, yeah. Monster, you came and you gave without taking.
And we need you to stay.
Will you please hold me and stop me from shaking, Monster?
I was singing it the other day, and Becca's used to hearing me just make up songs and sing them. And she's like, that's the dumbest song I've ever heard you sing. And I'm like, that's Mandy by Barry Manilow. Like, that was a big song. And she was like,
that was a real song?
Yeah, that was a real song. And she's like, I don't think so. I think you made that up.
She didn't believe you.
No. I lie all the time. I make stuff up all the time.
Do not question Barry Manilow.
No, don't. Dude, I don't know if she can understand how big, like around 76, 77, how obsequious Barry Manilow was.
What was it about people that were popular in that era? They just didn't like... You know, there was like the Bee Gees and Barry Manilow, and then less than 10 years later, they were doing We Are the World, and like those people were nowhere to be seen.
They
like
weren't
you
cool
wouldn't
anymore.
Yeah, they really got uncool really quickly. Like nobody in the 80s would have gone near the Bee Gees or Barry Manilow or anything like that. But less than 10 years before, they were at the top of the heap.
Frampton. Trying to think who. I guess Barbra
Steve Miller
Streisand.
Band.
Steve Miller, yeah.
It was like the hair bands that grunge wiped out, and all the electronic acts. Then grunge happened, and all of a sudden,
and like groups like DeBarge and like
Midnight Star.
Oh, I was singing DeBarge the other day. This is, you know, what song I'm obsessed with is the song "Cherish" by Kool and the Gang.
Oh my god!
Right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this is a third segment thing to bring up. But I'm just going to bring it up, if I may, before the commercial. I don't understand when he says, I often pray before I lay down by your side. If you receive your calling before I wake, could I make it through the night? Like, what, you're going to go back to sleep when your wife's dead? I don't understand what this song's about. Why would you even bring that up? It's like, don't fucking bring it up. Just enjoy it. Like,
don't overthink it.
Yeah, people use Cherish for their wedding song. And, like, I'm sure people are like, have you listened to the fucking lyrics?
At least Emma was creepy on the surface. Remember last week on the third segment, I put the Sisters of Mercy doing Emma by Hot Chocolate.
Yeah.
Where the narrator finds his wife and she has unalived herself.
Yeah.
And it's very creepy. But that's creepy on the surface. Cherish puts it in sort of like a, I don't know, it almost sounds like a ballad. Oh, it is a ballad, but I mean like a power ballad or something.
Because the whole song's like, we should cherish the love we have for as long as we should live. And we should just really enjoy this love we have. Hey, and if you die tonight, I hope I make it. And I'm like, are you going to fucking kill me? Like, that's what it sounds like.
I thought the narrator of Cherish was dying, and that was the message of the song.
Oh, really?
I think that the narrator of that song is dying. He has a
That's
terminal.
sad.
I think I watch too much true crimes. I feel like Cherish is setting somebody up, like gaslighting them before they get killed.
It could be.
Yeah. I've watched too much.
All right, so let's do this quick commercial break, during which we will view the drink segment, shall we?
Sure.
There's lots of good stuff in this commercial segment. I can't wait for you guys to see it. This is becoming the thing of the show.
Some people buy number one on the streets because it's got 16 fabulous hits. It's got 90 minutes of music. You know, more bang for your buck. And instead of tiny songs, it's got extended play, hot mix club versions. Me, I bought number one on the streets because girls just want to have fun.
In stores now.
Never before has the screen shrieked with such terror. Oh, God! Bloody murder. The first motion picture to be called Gornography. Bloody murder. Scream, bloody murder. Coming too soon.
Did you bring the peanuts, pretzels, popcorn? Did you bring the burgers?
Where's the beer?
Did you bring the ketchup, mustard, pickles? Did you bring the pumper?
Yeah, it's here.
Did you bring the Icy Light Iron City pumper?
Can't forget the pumper.
One of each.
Did you bring the ice to chill the pumper?
Yeah.
When you want a cold one, just reach. Have a picnic, have a party, call the people, tap the pumper, have a pumper party. Did you bring the pumper? Did you bring the pumper? Did you bring the pumper? Yeah.
Oh, that taste of golden griddle.
I've always been passionate about beautiful hair, so I'm proud to introduce my new Vidal Sassoon Moisture Rich Extra Body Formulas. New shampoos that leave hair clean and sexy. New conditioners that add silkiness or extra body for marvelous, touchable hair.
Thank you, Vidal.
You don't look good. We don't look good.
Turn up your song. Haunted Hollywood has returned.
He's come back.
Ain't that a shame?
No slowing down with the silver bullet tonight.
We now return to Demons 2 on the Starlight movie.
Hey, isn't there anything else to drink?
Ask Sally.
Where is Sally?
I don't know.
You look great, Sally. Honest.
Not true. My hair stinks. This dress stinks. Look. Look, the whole thing's just disgusting. I mean, these sleeves that go back and forth. I told you. It's just... What am I gonna do now?
We came to celebrate you, not your dress.
I know. Well, what about this, huh? Does this look okay? Does it look good? No, it looks awful.
Than what you put in your body. There's sugar, there's the pink stuff, and there's equal. You have those three choices.
Only Equal has 100% NutraSweet. No sugar, no saccharin.
When I sit down to make a choice, I choose equal.
Sono nata senza nome, con la notte dentro il cuore. Papà, dove sei? il vento non risponde. Sleeping by the station, a little ghost beneath the rain. The traveling church took my hand, gave me a cross, gave me a name. Every town became a question, every face became a clue. I learned to smile beneath the sermons, but every prayer came back to you. Dimmi perché mi hai lasciata, dimmi perché non sei tornato. I hear your footsteps in my dreams, I see your shadow when I sleep. Father, I will find you, even if the road turns red. Father, I will find you, even if you're better off dead. Nel mio sangue, nel mio cuore, your forgotten daughter calls. I have crossed 1,000 borders, now I'm coming through your walls.
The visit of Patrick was an intrusion on Grace's dreams. Finding her father was more important than
Years went by, I learned devotion, learned to love and learned to lie. A silver ring, a promise whispered, a wedding waiting by July. But underneath the white dress burning, there was still that little girl. I found a photograph one midnight, my father's eyes beneath another name. The preacher knew, the elders knew, the church had buried what they knew. And every road I followed home was leading somewhere I shouldn't go. Father, I will find you, even if the road turns red. Father, I will find you, even if you're better off dead. Nel mio sangue, nel mio cuore, hear the daughter that you lost. I have crossed 1,000 borders, now I know what it has cost. I opened the door, he was waiting, older, smiling. He said my name, Piccola mia. And suddenly I understood, he hadn't disappeared. He had been watching. Non guardare indietro. The man I wanted all my life was the reason they hit me. Father, I finally found you. Now the blood is on the floor. Father, you were never missing. You were waiting at the door. La mia vita, la mia storia was a lie I couldn't see. You spent my whole life hunting me. Now you're begging me to leave. Papà, ti ho trovato. But the girl you left behind is gone.
I'm sorry, my brother. I can't do anything for you. And God cannot help you.
This drink's called Faith Healer. It's going to heal what ails you. What's in it, you might ask? Well, we have some Jack Daniels. We got some Shambies, some lime juice, and lemon lime drink of your choice. You can go with Starry. I don't think people are doing Starry anymore. Maybe Slice. That's back. 7-Up. I'm using Sprite. You can use what you like.
Speaking of little sprites.
Yeah.
Reggie. Oh, hello.
All right. So how do we make it? Well, you get a shaker, fill it with ice, all the alcohol, and then a little bit of the lime juice. All the lime juice, I should say. You're going to keep this for the next part. Make sure this is sealed tight. You really want to shake this up, really get it nice and cold. All right, and then now you're going to top this with a restaurant porter. And give it a little stir.
Make noise.
This is an ASMR video. All right, Pazuzu. That is good. This is a dad drink. This has a delicate, sophisticated edge to it, little floral notes. Anyway, dream no evil, faith healer, enjoy it, Pazuzu.
Happy birthday, Mike Justice.
Happy birthday, Mike Justice.
Pazuzu. You can make drinks for the military. What's that? How strong they are? I hope so.
I might have a little wine later out of my wine jar or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I never drink on Saturdays anymore because I go hard on Friday nights.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Saturday rolls around, I'm kind of like, I like to give myself a couple of days of sobriety to like manufacture more dopamine or whatever so I can get drunk again.
Sure. You know what? One thing that we totally forgot to mention so far is that tonight's movie features Mark Lawrence, one of our faves.
That's right.
Yep.
He has a pretty juicy role in this as a sleazy character. It's the best. Scary and sleazy were the two things he did real well.
I guess what, like, he was in, remember he was in Foul Play?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where I knew him from, and when I was a kid was from that. And that must have been a pretty big movie for him, like a comeback or something, because he was only doing really low budget stuff around this time, right? Like Cataclysm and
I mean, I was wondering how long till it came up, but yeah.
He was just a John Carradine type, you know. He would do pretty much any job. Probably.
Yeah.
He was in so many films. I mean, you could only be in that many films if you are that type of actor where you're just like, not that he didn't have any taste, but just he wanted to work, you know?
Yeah. You know who else is in
alt titles for this movie? I don't know if you had seen it playing as those. Obviously, you would have shown us if you did. But Now I Lay Me Down to Die and The Faith Healer.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything. So I was thinking that maybe those were video titles.
Yeah.
I didn't really research the video release. So
or TV.
It showed as Dream No Evil on TV.
Okay.
Believe it or not, this movie did show on television.
All roads lead back to Cataclysm. That is true.
They do, yeah. The road to nowhere leads to Cataclysm, as Ozzy said. I just got some exciting news. The big Severin thing's going on this weekend, and they announced like 8 new movies coming out, which I think are germane to the show.
Please do.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cherry, Harry, and Raquel. 4K. Yeah.
Totally naked Charles Napier.
Yeah. Impedagore. Holocaust 2000, a.k.a. The Chosen. Pretty exciting. Night Child.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The Sexorcist. Master of the Flying Guillotine. House of Mystery from 1961. And the one I'm most excited about, La Casa 4 Witchery.
Wow. Holy Linda Blair.
Yeah. And Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Is that the one where Linda Blair gets possessed and jumps out a window at the end of Witchery, right? Yeah. It was like she inherited the she was passed the torch from Jason Miller.
Yes. I knew that David would be excited about La Casa 4 coming out. I know Beck is also going to say, how many times are you going to buy these La Casa movies? And I'm going to say, every time. Every time. I'm very excited about that. There'll be more probably later. They're showing 4 movies tonight, and in between they're showing trailers and whatever the new releases will be. But I'm really excited about Cherry, Harry, and Raquel. That's pretty exciting. I was worried that they only had put out 4 of the Russ Meyer movies, and I'm like, there's a bunch more Russ Meyer movies, guys. So
or something, or they just want to release them themselves or something like that.
yeah, they put out 4 last year, which were like the first time this had ever happened.
It was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it was really, because like even the DVDs, which weren't great quality, were like $49 from the estate.
Yeah.
And they hadn't done anything to like make them look better, no extras. You know, and it's like, so it's nice that like if any company was going to do them, I think Severin's probably good.
What was Russ Meyer's biggest hit, do you think? Was it Beyond the Valley of the Dolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that, or Super Vixens did okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he's probably best known for Valley of the Dolls or Faster Pussycat, but I don't know how well Faster Pussycat did.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm excited. It's someone that's only had bootlegs of these for years to get real ones.
I remember I was looking for some high res footage from Vixen when I was doing my Peter Carpenter meditation, and like I couldn't find it. It was just everything looked like it was, just some runny old VHS print or something. It was
That's all there was. Yeah, it's amazing that that they feel like the movies that took the longest to come out. Do you know what I mean? Of like almost everything else is out there.
They were fiercely protective of his films. They came after me a couple of times on my page. Somebody from the Russ Meyer estate
for posting ads.
Well, yeah, just for posting old ads. Well, because they misunderstood. They thought that this screening was actually taking place. And they were like, oh, no, it isn't. And we don't know anything about this. So my bad, I guess. But it was kind of annoying. I was like, wow.
You're showing ads for drive-ins that probably closed down like 40 years ago. And they're like, well, we plan to sue the Starlight or something.
We're coming after the Spotlight 88. I'm like, it's been gone.
People say creepy things like that. Like, they're going to sue you or something for talking about their 40-year-old movie. It's bizarre.
Well, and it's also weird too, because, like I was talking to this guy online who was bragging to me, like he made this really silly, like straight to video movie that I wanted to see. And he's like, and I'll tell you, every single time it gets uploaded to YouTube, I get rid of it. Like I'm on YouTube every day looking for this movie. And I'm like, why would you want nobody to watch your movie? You're never going to make money from it again. So you might as well just have it be put up.
Well, you never know. We'll talk more about that on the second segment, because the producer of our second feature tonight, Kiss of the Tarantula, was one of those types of producers where he made a low budget film, didn't make any money on it, and he was obsessed with making money on this movie. He kept like trying to sell it again and again and again. So I understand to a point that a lot of these people, a lot of these creators, directors, producers, whatever, they're very protective of their properties because that's their lifeline to making money. And I understand why they wouldn't want to be exploited. I'm not speaking for everybody, obviously, but they want money. That's the bottom line here, is they want to get paid for somebody using their property, and they're entitled to that. But I think it might have been a generational problem with why people couldn't understand that I was posting vintage ads.
Yeah, because these are all these old people, and plus you're right. Like they've been burned, and they're just like, Hollywood's a bunch of sharks, and
right,
and they probably think that you're like some nefarious road showman guy who's like screening their movie without permission or something.
I'm totally in on
grandson, yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. I don't understand how movies make money now. Like when people when people produce their own little, movies and then have them on like the Roku channel, like they must not make any money from those.
Well, it's amazing. Like, I don't know if you know that new Jason Statham movie leaked this weekend, and it's like everywhere to download now. And it's like it's not even. I think it just came out in theaters.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's too bad.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
yeah. But
Yeah, I sometimes you can. I don't know. So I heard that like didn't they get leaked on purpose by like the studio or something?
That's crazy if true.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's like I had the trouble with Barry. Like the trouble with Barry, I just have it with like a couple of people that just sort of like put it on channels and then they just give me like a cent every time somebody pushes play. And one of them, I had completely forgotten it was being like distributed through them, and I like logged in for the first time since 2020, and it's like you have $1,700 that you've never claimed, and I'm like,
wow.
I know. I was like, it's like tax season. It's like my tax return, except that at the exact same time, I had to have radio frequency ablation on a varicose vein, and I'm like, okay, well, there goes my trouble with Barry money.
It was there when you needed it.
Yeah,
yeah, but it paid for that, so I was like, okay, cool.
I'm just going to sit on Tubi and hit it like 100 times a day. Just start it and run it, and then just like keep it on a loop, and then hopefully the money will come to you. Spread the word.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's always like the way that people would always pay homage to like me was like it would always kind of circumvent the money making. Like when I wrote a book, everybody would be like, "Oh, can you sign a copy of your book?" And I'm like, "No, because then you're not buying it."
Yeah.
Like why is you like, it's how you're like it's somehow is making, so I'd be like, yes, if you buy my book and mail it to me, I will sign it for you. So I never got any offers.
Right. Well, I guess we should get to the movie because we're coming up on almost an hour and a half here. But luckily, tonight's movies are not very long, so we're not asking too much from you this evening for Mike Justice's birthday.
Yeah.
And this is kind of this is one of those movies that I really feel I'm glad that Arrow put out those sets and beautifully restored this film, because I think it is something special. You just have to look past the clunky parts of it. Like I said, the voiceover narration kind of kills it, and it like puts the movie's secret right out there in plain visibility. So but if you can look past that, I think that there is something special here, because it's engrossing. From the very first few scenes, I was totally engrossed in this film and in this strange character who reminds me of the lead in Toys Are Not for Children.
Mm-hmm.
There are some tonal similarities, I think, in the two films, even though it doesn't go there like Toys Are Not for Children does, but it's implied, and there's a lot of very creepy vibe going on in this movie. I think you guys are going to love it. Those who haven't seen it, let us know, by the way, in the chat.
Yeah, who else hasn't seen it?
Other than Mike Justice.
I think I didn't watch it because it doesn't have a very horrific title. Like if you say "Dream No Evil," then that means you're just dreaming pleasant things. So it's like, well, if there's no evil, then I'm not going to watch it. Was this on VHS? Was this a one of those? Because remember how we talked about how some movies will too, because it was on like HBO video, but like far fewer people saw the original Hills Have Eyes because it was on like a independent VHS distributor that only didn't put it in like Blockbuster. Like, did Dream No Evil come out on VHS?
I don't know.
It did. Yeah, there is a VHS for Dream No Evil, and like I said, I think there might be videos under those alternate titles that Sam mentioned. So I didn't really research it that well, though. I was too busy digging through those newspaper ads. You know how hard it is to search for the title Dream No Evil.
Right.
It doesn't work. I mean, there's so many other things out there that it returns to you that you can't find the actual listings you're looking for.
Was that Scream No Evil from your commercial break? Was that the My Brother Has Bad Dreams one, or the one where the guy gets his hand chopped off or something?
It's the hand chopped off Scream Bloody Murder.
Yeah.
The one that's coming out from Grindhouse Releasing. It's already been screened a couple of places, the nice restored version, and it's going to be at the Monsterama this year in September. It's going to be the first time that I've ever laid eyes on the movie looking this good. It's, you know, that we love this movie. Sam and I both really love Scream Bloody Murder. It was one of the first movies that we ever did on the show, if not on the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, the first episode you did like Blood and Lace or something, right?
Okay. Yeah, and Spookies, I think, was on the first.
We sure did
first
Spookies,
show.
yes.
But anyway, like this is sort of, you know, it's so us. I can't believe that it was so obscure for so long. It deserves to be as widely seen as Don't Look in the Basement, if you ask me. It just didn't have the distributor. It wasn't. There's not enough here in the film to sell it. It's very vacant.
Who put it out?
I don't know.
Who put out Dream No Evil? Okay, so I mean, we know it wasn't like Hallmark because they would have played the hell out of it.
Yeah, it would have played everywhere because they were connected to AIP.
Right. So it was just one of those little distributors that probably like World Northel or something put it out. I don't know.
I actually have the page up. Let me take a look, and I'll let you know. If it has,
If only you had a magic box that would tell us who distributed Dream No Evil.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't do it because I'm the host and it'll slow down our broadcast. So I'm glad you guys are doing it.
Production company is Clover Films. And then Kit Parker Films put it out theatrically, as did Lima Productions. It came out on VHS from AVR in the UK, Active Home Video, and Star Classics. And then VCI put out the first DVD.
Oh, VCI.
Yeah.
That was VCI the mainstream offshoot of VCX?
You know, I think they are. It's also Kit Parker Films and VCI are interrelated too. They also have been putting out a lot of movies I want to get, and they all have like really bad AI art on the covers, and I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
Because I posted something on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and it was like on all of the old VCI like tapes, like Boogeyman 2 and stuff, they have this really weird like ad at the beginning where there's like this Asian woman wearing a tuxedo and she's holding a blank tape, and it's like VCX is now producing blank tapes in VHS format, and it says, and it calls her the voice of VCX, and I'm like, wow. I know, and I was like, wow, this is. I remember thinking she must be famous. Like when I was a little kid, I'm like, oh, she must be like a celebrity or something. And then when I grew up, I'm like, who is that?
Clover also put out Jailbait Babysitter, another John Hayes film. Lima Productions, they put out some wild stuff. They put out Teenage Seductress, the Italian Pinocchio one with Diane Thorne, Up Yours, Mag Wheels, Norma, Fandango. Yeah, they put out some stuff. But Active Home Video looks like it was most of the stuff.
There's a Pinocchio with Diane Thorne?
Yeah. Active Home Video put out stuff like Disconnected, and sometimes Aunt Martha does horrible things. And
was just thinking about that the other day.
Oh, and Hollywood Strangler meets a Skid Row slasher, and Rana, the Legend of Shadow Lake. They put out some wild stuff. The Capture of Bigfoot too. So
that was a William Rebane film, Rana, Shadow Lake, wasn't it?
I believe
I
so.
think that was Bill Rebane.
Yeah.
Did he do the giant spider invasion?
Yeah. It came out as
it
Croaked.
Is Bill Rebane, yeah.
Troma bought it and released it as Croaked.
Yeah.
It was about a frog.
Yeah. Right. Star Classics looks like everything they were putting out was a mix of stuff that didn't have rights to it. Do you know what I mean? Like Night of the Living Dead and stuff. But they also put out The People Who Own the Dark on VHS. So, and Queen of Blood. So, interesting. I'm going to have to look up and see what the cases look like for these.
Okay, so I think we should probably get to the film, Dream No Evil, and We'll be back afterwards to see what you guys thought about it. We hope you love it. Mike Justice, I really hope you like it. Fingers crossed.
I hope so too, because otherwise I'll be really upset and my birthday will be ruined.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely worried about.
Okay.
All right. So come back after the film and we'll have lots more to talk about on the DIADF.